All right.
All
welcome
right.
back to the
synced?
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
You did the intro last time. I think
what's-
it's my turn.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fair.
Welcome back to the STD podcast.
All right, you took too long to do it. You just
You're like the people at the stoplight that like honks the second the light goes green. Welcome back to the STD podcast. This is episode 2. I'm Bumpy here, joined by my co-host Oddsy.
I'm Oddsy. What's going on, guys? I have people talking in the background, so if you guys hear some random bullshit, it's my
It's
dad
a
and
Brazilian
my girlfriend
orgy.
talking about mushrooms.
Or that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brazilian orgy.
they really needed to celebrate the mushrooms growing on the ceiling, and they just that was their first response. Their instinct.
Yeah, they're Brazilian. If you wanted to know what Oddsy looks like, just imagine a Brazilian.
You know, if you want to know what I look like, okay, so you know that the one dude that people post pictures of that's like they post it with like the caption of like
Dream?
you forgot the fucking. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. That I do kind of look like Dream, and it makes me upset.
No, you
Should we talk
don't.
about Dream's face reveal, dude?
I
do.
I
I
don't
look
know.
like Dream with like with black hair is exactly what I look like, and a cleft chin. Like, if you guys want to know what I look like, just picture that.
No,
That's
not. I don't see it at all, actually. Dude, Dream was like clenching his like jaw and looking to the left the entire time.
Okay, yeah.
Like
he looks a lot like Shane Dawson, if anything else. I know a lot of people have said that, but he looks a lot like Shane Dawson.
yeah, I don't think we should really talk. I think that's been talked to death, and by the time this is released,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like kind of, I think, a dead
Yeah.
topic.
Although this will definitely get out quicker than the last one did. That's just because the last one we were waiting for like the art to get finished. So I feel like that should be something we should talk about. So in the last podcast episode, you'll notice that like things didn't really like add up. Like I think I mentioned, like I was mentioning like Bumpy making a comeback to his channel, and then by the time the podcast went up, Bumpy deleted everything off of his channel.
yeah.
And he just uploads like analog horror stuff now. If we want to talk about, should we talk about that?
I actually do kind of want to talk about that. Yeah.
All right,
So
go for
I mean, I remember in that like podcast episode, actually, we mentioned the date. It was like July, I think. And when was it released? In like September?
Yeah, I think we recorded it July 31st, and we were like, oh yeah, this is going up in August, and then it fucking went up September 11th.
Yeah. Also, I remember like I was re-listening to it because I'm egotistical like that. No, I'm kidding. But I was just re-listening to it just because, and I heard myself mention that like you have like well-deserved like 6,000 or 600 subscribers, and dude, now you're like at what, like 4K? What are you at?
Dude, I'm almost at 3K now. I'm at 2.8K.
3K.
Last
That's
I checked.
crazy, dude. Like
Yeah,
between episode 1 and episode 2, it's like 3K.
Yeah, I kind of blew up a little bit, and it's mostly just because of a very specific TikTok that kind of shot me really far forward. Like I had that one video where I got like 400 subscribers like overnight, which was a little ridiculous for me. And then I uploaded this one clip to TikTok where there was this Russian dude in a surf server just like talking shit to everybody else, and so I made the comment, hey, shouldn't you be bombing a Ukrainian orphanage right now? And it got like 1.5 million views on TikTok. It was my most viewed video on TikTok, and then it got taken down once it got to like 1.6 million. And it's just like I haven't had much growth since, but like, well, I know I've had growth since then, but I just find it funny that that video, there was so much fucking controversy over that video, dude. It was crazy.
If you think about it, like Vladimir Putin kind of gave you everything you have right now. Like he's the reason like you're kind of blowing up right now. Like if he didn't decide to invade Ukraine, you'd be nothing right now.
Dude, I wouldn't have blown up if he didn't blow up those orphans, dog.
Oh, I didn't even see that coming, bro. I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, just like the orphans didn't see the bombs coming.
I saw that one coming. Oh my god. But yeah, dude,
Yeah, just like the people viewing the orphanage getting bombed.
Anyways, speaking of children dying in a school, orphanages aren't school. That's a terrible segue. We're in college now. I actually have another segue that actually relates to shooting up a school, but that's later. We're in college now. We're like, scholars now. We're enrolled.
Scholars, yeah, dude. I'm taking like, dude, it's I'm taking like GEs and that's it right now.
You're taking General Electric? That's a stock, bro.
Anyway,
don't invest.
So yeah, I'm taking really basic classes and like one class for my major, and like that's it right now.
I'm taking a
So
minor
like,
to my house and doing things to them.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about something serious for a second. Yeah, so we're in college now, which is weird. Last time we recorded this, we were it was maybe a month after our senior year finished, and it feels weird, especially since I think Bumpy's 18 at this point, but I'm still 17, not yet 18. I will be 18 this November.
He's the minor I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he took me to his house and he put one finger in my ass and two fingers in my dick hole and rolled me like a bowling ball. It was a little ridiculous, but
I call that a wet William.
We have good times. Why the fuck do you call it a wet William? Who the fuck is William?
Well, because there's like a wet Willy. That's like the like the smaller version of it, but like when you use more fingers and go more in depth.
So it's
wet William.
It's on a bigger scale. It's bigger proportions. Okay.
Yeah.
Tight.
It's honestly like crazy how much of a mental decline I've had since the last episode we've recorded.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been unironically hearing a voice in my head. Like, I'm not even kidding. I made up a voice in my head to like comfort me.
Like,
yeah.
Like your inner monologue, or like just
no, it's a different voice. It's not me.
Okay. Do you like need friends? Like, do you like?
No, I have friends, but it's like I don't really have like a connection with anybody that's like deeper level and actually cares about me.
Yeah, I have friends, but it's a coconut with a face drawn on it with a Sharpie can only get you so far, man.
Dude, you're crazy. What the hell? Why would you do that? You're actually crazy. You're like talking to a coconut. Anyways, I have a voice in my head that I talk to that comforts me.
Dude,
but yeah,
I shaved a coconut and I drew a face on him and I named him Kim Jong Coconut.
Good. Anyways, yeah, I think I need to get help. Just putting that out there. But yeah, we're in college now. And speaking of college, I had this shower thought. Well, it wasn't really like a shower thought. It was just kind of a random thought. And it's been kind of like, I wrote it down in my notes app because I thought it was kind of funny. So I had like this like funny idea. Like, what if someone like posted on like Instagram or whatever, like, I am most definitely not bringing a gun to school tomorrow, and I will not be doing anything at all. This is not a threat. This is just saying that I will not be doing those things. Like, could you get in trouble for that?
I mean, I don't think so, because you're telling them that you're not going to do that, and especially if you like come to school the next day and like, the teachers ask you about it and you don't have anything, you're just like, I said I didn't have anything.
What if you like put a really
very threatening,
a very elaborate plan and then be like, this is not a threat. I will not be doing any of that plan I just stated.
And you show fucking video evidence of like guns and like a bunch of explosives that you just own, and you're like, I will not be taking any of this with me to my school. Teachers are just like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
You crash the Instagram servers with the amount of media you post, just the sheer amount of evidence just on the internet, but you saying that you're not gonna bring it with you.
They had to perform like 4 hours of fucking maintenance just to fucking repair the damage that you did, and you didn't even bring any of it to school, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, bro, that'd be so funny. That'd be such a funny prank.
That'd be really fucked. That'd be such a funny prank, dude. Yeah. No, it wouldn't. I mean, it would. Well, I mean, okay, that's like, what if like you just like told a bunch of kids not to go to school, you know, and then you just didn't come to school yourself, and you were just like, yeah, it's senior ditch day.
Or how about like it's Friday and you tell everybody don't come to school tomorrow? They're like, okay, bro. I'm scared of this guy.
Okay.
I think he's gonna bring a gun to school tomorrow. He's gonna bring a gun to school tomorrow. I don't want to go to school on Saturday anymore.
Dude, a fucking that's like some shit that like a retarded kid would do, because he'd be like, Friday's my favorite day of the week, so I'll do it the day after Friday, and he like brings a gun to school. There's just nobody there.
All school shooters are retarded.
Well, not all of them, because not all the retarded people can hold guns, you know.
Well, those aren't my words. I quoted that from Jesus.
Fucking what, dog?
Yeah, it's in the Bible. Page 20. It's page 23, bro. In the Bible, Jesus says.
I don't want to bother looking for a fucking Bible in my house to look up to fact check that. So I'm just gonna take your word for it. You know what? Fuck it. Jesus hates retarded people. And
I'm talking about the Scientologist Bible, not the Christian Bible. I'm a Scientologist. Yo, what's up, Tom? Sorry, it was just Tom Cruise walking by.
Do you live in a commune?
I live in a communist society, not a commune. I'm actually in China right now. I think
you live in a commune. Did Tom Cruise like live in a commune? Like when is that what Scientology is? Is it like a commune or some shit? Or like,
no, I'm pretty sure he has a house or two.
Yeah, but like he could like house the communes, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what commune means. I've been pretending this whole time.
It's like, honestly, I'm not even quite sure what it is either. I feel like maybe religion isn't the best thing to tackle on this podcast, so maybe let's move on.
It's not a religion. It's science, bro. It's Scientology. It's literally in the name. Are you even listening?
Dude, I thought Scientology was just belief in the Big Bang Theory. Anyway, yeah, so you haven't uploaded, or not only have you not uploaded, but you've deleted everything on your channel. So,
oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, I feel like you should provide, first off, because a lot of the viewers from the last episode probably haven't even seen those videos and have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, or what I was talking about. What did you used to do before? And like, explain why you're doing what you do now.
Well, I used to do like funny moments videos, or the occasional like I'd make fun of a YouTuber type video, like the number 15 guy chills. Like I did a video like making fun of him. But, like, not making fun of him, just, like, you know, replicating one of his styles. Yeah, parodying, that's the word. Thanks. But, you know, I kind of grew out of that. And a lot of that was just me being inspired from, like, YouTubers I used to watch, like Fitz, Rack, and, like, Swagger Souls and stuff like that. And I've kind of grown out of that. And I don't really have a, like, motivation to do that kind of style of video anymore. Video editing has just kind of gotten tedious for me, and it's not really like a hobby anymore. If I'd wanted to do it, it's just be like, oh, I hope I get views, which is not what I want. Like, I mean, of course I want views, but it's like, that's not why I want to do, you know, that YouTube. So, I've been making a lot of music recently, and I don't really expect it to go anywhere, obviously. It's just a hobby that I'm doing. This whole entire YouTube thing is a hobby, so that's what I was going to start. But, yeah, I'm just doing that, and then I'm just uploading my demos alongside like videos that match the theme of the song along to YouTube, minus the first one that's titled Going. The video is just a cool video. It has nothing to do with the theme of the song.
That was like meant to be like the start of your comeback, is like you were going to post that and then you were going to start editing like the next Funny Moments video and you were going to post that, but you're just like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just going to shit post because I had a lot of fun with this.
I did, yeah. It was really fun. Yeah, and I love the analog horror style thing. I just like analog things. Like a lot of my music is very analog-y.
I really like the parody analog horror stuff that you do, like the fucking Intrusive Thoughts song or whatever the fuck you called the video. It was like Intrusive Thoughts, but you like fucking spelled it completely the wrong way, or like in a different language or some shit.
You know, I looked up a word scrambler and I just like typed in Intrusive Thoughts. Yeah.
Okay, understandable.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of disappeared there for a second, and then you came back. And it's nice to see you making content again, regardless of how like, you know, shit posty it is. If anything, like, you know, I see a big chunk of originality in it, you know, and I see, like, I see. I want to say passion, but it's like...
It is. I mean, it's passion for, like, music, it's passion. But, like, I'm just trying to put it out there. I did get one new subscriber from that, which is awesome. Yeah. One dude or gal, I don't know. They, yesterday or 2 days ago, they commented a heart and subscribed. So I went on their channel and commented a heart and subscribed as well. They post, like...
But you, didn't subscribe?
I didn't subscribe, no. I'm pretty sure it's, like, a little kid, though, because they post, like... they post like slowed with reverb songs.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I've been doing, sort of, but like not really. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it's not, you know, some little kid in my audience, because I used to have a lot of little kids in my audience, and it was, you know, really annoying to deal with. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah. It's just annoying to deal with because they'd like follow me around in my Discord and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and I get what you mean. It's like the kids who are like think that their emotions are fucking everything now, I guess.
No, it's not that. It's just they would think I'm like a famous YouTuber.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah.
And they try to clout chase me when there's no clout. And
I'm starting to get that now. I don't want to list names, but I'm starting to get that a bit more now.
Yeah, my girlfriend, bro, she's hella clout chasing me.
Yeah, dude, she literally designed fucking podcast art for my podcast. What a
simp.
But yeah, on a different note, I don't trust people who use their phones with cases.
Really? That's a hot take. That's a very hot take.
Yeah, actually. I don't trust people who use their cases with phones. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't mean like no case at all. Let me be a bit more specific about that. I don't trust the people who have like the big thick fucking OtterBox cases on their phone, and their phone is still shattered. Like just fucking
what are they doing
shredded,
with that phone?
Especially people like my age, who it's like they very much didn't buy that phone. That was like a gift from their parents or some shit like that, and they just treat it like shit. It's like, dude, like, you are not going to take care of anything when you get older. You are going to beat the shit out of every piece of tech you own. And it's just, it makes, like, I'll wear like this little like condom style case around my phone. Like, it's no different from just wrapping my phone in a fucking condom and just walking outside with it. And that's what I wear, just so that, like, you know, if I drop it, it doesn't shatter. If I drop it on accident, it won't shatter. But like, the people who have big fucking bulky cases on their phones, like, I don't trust those people.
Yeah, my mom has one of those, and she tried to get it for me, and I was like, no, I don't want that, because she made me get it for my last phone, and it was so bad. It was like this low quality thing, and like it has a screen protector that's like plastic, and it like warps your like screen. It's so weird. I don't like it at all. So I got a screen protector and a separate like little condom type case.
Yeah, I like the condom cases. If I could, I would just like double wrap my phone in just a bunch of condoms, but it makes the camera all foggy, and my hands being loopy is, you know, not the most efficient thing.
I actually didn't know condoms were pre-lubed until 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought you had to piss on them to make them like lubey enough.
That implies
to, like,
that I used a condom.
You know?
I didn't, by the way. Like, I'm a hardcore virgin, so.
It's dude, like, I fucking love virginity.
Yeah, no, I don't flex. There's people that are like try to flex it and be like, yeah, dude, like I'm a virgin. I'm so cool. It's like like they expect to be like praised for it, and it's like, bro, you're just a loser like me.
Yeah. You know, like, something that's funny, this is also like a very different topic change. This podcast is going to be a lot of us jumping around, because we're doing this at like 10:30 at night, and I just like went to a big fucking party. I know Bumpy has a bunch of topics that he wants to address, and I'll try to remind him of as much of them as I can. But I came here like really excited, because I was like, I have so many topics that I want to discuss, and then I forgot all of them the second I pressed record. So Bumpy, what was that thing that happened with like the orgy or whatever the fuck that you weren't invited to?
Oh no, I was invited. I was there. I was like watching it happen. Well, it wasn't like an orgy. So I'll start from the beginning. So basically, I'd be in college now, and I'm living in a dorm, and so my friends, it was a Friday night, and they were like, we want to get fucked up. We want to like drink hella alcohol, and I don't drink. They all do. So I was like, okay, I'll just be there to like hang around, I guess, and like, take care of you guys. And they're like, bet. So they start drinking. They start hella drinking, and then there's a group of people, mostly girls, like 4 or 5, and they were like, okay, we're gonna go to a separate room, and we're just gonna like trauma dump, because we're like, that's what they do when they get drunk. Like that group, what they do is when they get drunk is they trauma dump. So they separate from the other group that's just trying to have fun, and they go and trauma dump to each other, which, valid, whatever. And I didn't go with them because I was like, that sounds horrible. So I stayed with the original group that was supposed to be fun. And they were like pretty boring, honestly. Like they were just kind of chilling. I mean, they weren't even that drunk yet. It was the beginning of the night. So, but the friend's room that I was in has a roommate that's like hella chill. And so I was like, you want to go out? And he was like, yeah, sure. Cause I was super bored. So we go skating outside, and cause he's a skater. He's got like he had a board, and I just like borrowed it. And
he's got like a bunch of scars on his balls from when he hit his balls on like a bunch of rails.
I have a topic about balls later. Anyways, I actually do, like, unironically. Anyways, so we were skating, and the building we happened to be skating outside was the building that the other girls like went into. Oh, and there's a gay couple in our group, and those guys went with them as well because.
Oh yeah, do you chuck bowling balls at them?
I don't get that joke.
So
they could jerk each other.
I think it's
they could put their dicks in the holes and like rock it back and forth.
Nah, just throw bowling balls at their heads. It's funny.
Nah, they're chill. They're my favorite gay couple. Anyways, so
that's like really gay.
I like men now.
God, I'm cutting that out. That was a really bad fuck. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so we happened to be skating right outside the building that those 4 girls and the gay couple went into. And so, one of my friends, or he's like one of the guys in that couple, he comes out and he's like, they're like full on making out and like groping each other and shit. And I was just like, weren't they supposed to be like trauma dumping? And he's like, yeah, that happened for like 5 minutes, and then I just got really horny. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Why are you telling me this? And he's like, I don't know. I don't want to be in there, and I just needed to tell someone. And I was like, sounds good. So I go back to the other room that was like, chill and cozy, and I tell them what's going on. And they're like, at that point, like after from when I left, when I came back, it was completely different. They were completely different people. They were so drunk. One of the dudes had taken 40 shots I don't remember if it was tequila or I don't remember. I think it was tequila. I don't remember. Or Jaeger. I don't know what that is, but I've heard it a lot. And they were talking. Yeah, that. Anyway, he had 40 shots is all I know. Well, at that point he had 20, but he had at the end of the night he had 40. But at that point he had taken 20 shots. Okay. So then I told him about it, and he was like, I should go check on them or whatever. And I was like, nah, buddy, you're not going anywhere with 20 shots. And he was really adamant on going. And the other drunk people were like on his side. And they're like, no, go. And so I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go with him because I don't want him.
They knew what was happening, and he was just like trying to get in on some of the action. And his friends were like just encouraging it.
Well, I didn't think he was. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why. I don't think he was trying to get in on the action because I don't know. He just seemed very concerned. I don't know what was going through his drunk head. He doesn't strike me as the kind of person that like would be super horny for that kind of thing. But maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I was like, okay, I'm not letting this guy go alone. But I was also like, I don't want to walk in on that. So it was such a tough decision to walk in on a foursome, honestly. No, anyway, I mean, I decided to go with him. I was just like, if he falls down the stairs, I'm like,
it was so like, it was such a hard decision to like just I was look at like a bunch of naked women, but like, I mean, if I had to,
I was so hard. I mean, it was so hard. No, I mean, if he fell down the stairs or whatever and like broke his neck in 3 places, then I'd feel guilty that I didn't go with him. So I went with him.
Yeah.
And so we go, and the couple, like gay couple, they had to leave. So it was literally just the girls in there, and one super drunk dude, and then me. So I knock on the door, and I hear like music playing inside, and they open it, and one person opens it, and this one girl was like more sober than the other ones, but she opens it and she's like, I don't know if you want to come in here, man. And she like pokes her head like in between the door. It's not fully open, so I can't see inside yet. And I was like, whatever. Like this guy, like I don't want to use this guy's real name, so I'll just say like his name's like Jack. Oh, like Jack wants to like check in on them, and she was like, okay.
Jaquarius.
Jaquarius. So we go in, and they're like two people like on top of each other. They're not like.
Is his sign an Aquarius? Is he an Aquarius Jaquarius?
That was not worth interrupting the story for. So we walk in. They're still fully clothed. So it was like. It's not that funny, bro.
It's not. Hold on. I need to mute myself.
Hold on. Let's cut this out.
I can't fucking.
I choked on water. Gotta cut this out.
No, we're leaving this in.
What?
It's too good. It's too
not.
good.
It's interrupting the flow of the story.
Great.
No, we gotta cut that out.
No.
Bruh. Whatever. Okay, so we walk in. They're still fully clothed. Like, there's nothing. There's no like squirting liquid flying all over the place and titties dangling from the ceiling or whatever. But,
second you walk in, just like piss flies over your head.
Yeah, no. There's none of that. It's just like there's music playing and it's like very like you can smell the horny in the room, but it's like nothing serious.
Dodging fucking titty milk left and right, like having to do barrel rolls through the room.
Like they're running 1917 with the one shot where it's like running through the bullets and everything. Just like dodging titty milk. Yeah, but I go in and they're like on top of each other, like grinding on each other and stuff like that. They're still fully clothed and everything. There's like one group on the bed, like a couple people, and then one person just on the ground, I think, and then there's two people like on a chair, or one person on a chair, and there's one girl like looking up at her, like on the ground, like on her knees and stuff.
Yeah,
very weird, or not kink shaming, like not saying that's weird. It's just a very weird area to be around in general because, I don't know, I was just uncomfortable, and so the drunk guy is like, "What's going on in here?" And they're like, we're just having fun. And he was like, weren't you supposed to like trauma dump or whatever? And he's like, yeah, but we avoided that and stuff like that. And then then what happened? I think he just ends up sitting on the ground next to like a trash can and finding like another bottle. Oh, he finds rum and he like downs the entire bottle. Like it equates to like 40 shots, I think. So he downed that whole bottle. And he was like, his face was getting redder and redder by the second. And I was just on another chair in the corner of the room. So I was like at the left corner. So I could like see everything, but I was just like kind of far from it. And I was just on my phone. So I wasn't really like in on the action, but it was getting pretty, like they were like making out and like groping each other and stuff like that. And like putting their hands like down their like pants or whatever. It was like stuff like that.
Yeah. And shit like that, like, sorry, you keep going. I'm not going to interrupt you again.
No, you've been in a similar situation to this, except worse, I think, because it was like actual,
Because here's the thing, because I only had one person it was two people that I had to be around that were like actually doing something. Meanwhile, like there was other shit going on in like the other hotel rooms that I was in when I told the story in the last podcast. I like when I was talking about how I had to listen to my best friend get a blowjob. You guys can go listen to the last podcast for that story. But
it's on page 23 of the podcast.
Shut the fuck up. It was on there was a bunch of other people in other hotel rooms apparently that were doing shit, and like obviously my friend's girlfriend at the time like ended up like taking like a very naked and like risque bath with like another chick and like tried to justify like how it wasn't cheating, and she was like, it's just the girl things, even though they were like literally like touching each other's vaginas, like,
bro.
You know.
Anyways, yeah, that was kind of there was some of that going on in the room, and the super like drunk dude has had feelings for the one girl in there that's like pretty sober, who's like more aware of everything. The one that opened the door, and I've known this for like the longest time. Like it was very obvious. And that was also part of the reason I wanted to go, because I was like, he's very drunk. I don't want him to make a move on her, because that girl has had a very rough year. I mean, I'm not revealing any of their identities, but I still don't want to say it, like, because I just want to protect her identity, whatever. But she's had a very, very rough year, like extremely traumatizing. So I didn't want him to do anything there, so I just went for that reason as well. And he was like kind of like on the ground, like clinging to her leg, because she was on a chair, and he was like, "I'm never gonna." He's like, "I'm never gonna leave you," and he's like, "Can I get forehead?" And he's like, "Can I get forehead kisses and stuff like that?" And she was just like,
"Bro, that is some fucking cartoon shit, dog." Yeah, fucking clinging to her leg.
And me and her were making eye contact, like we're the only ones that are like, you know, sober. She wasn't, but like she hadn't drank that much, so.
Yeah, she was, you know,
pretty aware. And she had the other girl that was on the ground was still like, she had two people under her, like on their knees for her. It was very
they
funny.
were both just seizing, just foaming.
No, they were. And that girl hasn't had like her first like kiss yet. And there was two people like trying to actively make out with her. They had like three people. And they'd like go up to her and like go to her face, and she'd just dodge and be like, "No, I don't want to do it with you, sorry." And they'd like go to her neck, and she'd be like, "No." Like she was the only unhorny one in the room. But
dude, I'm just imagining like them trying to like the girl is just like having a seizure on the floor, just fucking like shaking, foaming at the mouth, and they're just trying to make out with her.
Oh shit, my mic just fell. No, but like she, the one girl on the ground was like her shirt was like halfway off, and I was like, "You might want to button your shirt back up, bud." Like I was that guy. I was just like ruining the energy, but it was just very awkward for me. But I was just joking around with it. But like joking around to the point where it's like not joking, not like horny joking, just like okay, calm down type of joking.
Yeah. And
so that kind of went on for a while, and then Jack, like, he's like, "I need a trash can." And I was like, "Oh, I knew this was coming. He's gonna vomit here." And he started like vomiting really hard. He started vomiting into the trash can, and so I'm like rubbing his back. I'm like, "It's okay, buddy. Let it all out." And and there's another girl on the ground sitting next to me when I go down, like to like help him out. That sounds very gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like next to him, and then I get a whiff of the vomit, and I just like I have a very sensitive gag reflex, so like I turn around and I was like, "Whoa, that was so gross." And the girl behind me was like gets up really close to my face, and it's like, "What?" And I was just like, "Get away from me." It was just like constant horniness, and it was just left and right everywhere I went. And then he finished vomiting, and then he like napped on the trash can, like he like rested his head. He was like on the ground sitting, and then he rested his head on the trash can.
Cuddling the trash can.
No, he was. He literally. He was like. He was clinging to it.
Spooning the trash can.
Yes, it was like he was. Is it called straddling? Yeah, or I don't know. He was like
spooning it.
Yeah, he was like over it. He was like big spooning it, and he like put his head on the like ledge of the trash can and like somehow fell asleep on it, like right on top of his own vomit. Yeah. And so he just kind of like clocked out. And then I was like, all right, he's out for the count. I just got to wait whatever these guys are doing out. And then I could like walk them back to their rooms, and then we're good. So this is like 1 a.m. I thought it was like, okay, this should be easier to manage now. And then he wakes up at some point. Oh, no, before he wakes up, one of the girls, the one that was like on the ground and had her shirt off, she is very, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I guess I don't want to say the word, but I'll just say, like, she wants to unalive herself, if you know what I mean. And she took out like a bottle of like Tylenol and was like about to like hit like OD on it, and I was like, "Whoa, no!" And like it was very heavy. Like,
no!
Not for you today.
What the fuck?
I heard it echo in your headphones. Yeah, but we took him away. Like all the other girls that were also drunk were like, no, don't, no, you can't
Sounded
OD
like
on
White Baljeet from fucking Phineas and Ferb, dog.
Yeah, but yeah, that happened, and then after that, some time went by. They were just kind of like on the ground and on the bed everywhere. They were just kind of rolling around everywhere. It was like a giant, like, just a pendulum of like women just going around in circles, like transitioning between different like stations. And there was the chair, the ground, and the bed.
Obstacle course, like seeing how quickly they could go through each other.
I had like stopwatch out. No, you gotta do it faster. But they were like,
nope, you gotta restart. You started too early.
New PR. No, but they were going around, like they were on the ground, the bed, and the chair, like in a circle. Like the ground was like right in front of me, and then like the bed was towards the left, and then the chair was on the right, like of the bed. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but they were just kind of going in a circle. And and then it gets to a point where one of the girls, the one that was like in my face earlier, she comes down, like lays on the ground. I'm sitting on a chair, and she just lays on the ground and looks up at me, and she's like, "What's up? What are you doing?" And I'm just like, nothing. I'm just chilling. And then I think we somehow go to like her trauma dumping about like her ex or whatever cheating on her, or not cheating, but I don't know, something like that. And I was like, yeah, no, I kind of feel you on that. Like I'm really going through like a really rough patch in my own sort of situation. And like I'm like super depressed and stuff like that. And she's like, oh yeah, me too. We were just like we had like a pretty wholesome moment, but she was like pissed drunk. She doesn't remember any of it. I've asked her about it later, but yeah. After that, the Jack dude wakes up. He was like literally asleep on the trash. I don't know how he sat. He fell asleep while sitting, and his head was just like resting on the trash can. And then he like wakes up and looks around, and he's like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I got you.
just in tears, just sobbing.
No, but his eyes were like super red.
Go to the bathroom. Did he like shit himself? And he's like,
no,
I need to
thank
go
God.
To the bathroom.
No, I'm happy that didn't happen. But something like kind of similar happened to that. So so I was like, all right, and they were like, go with him, the girls were like, go with him. Like, and I was like, I know, I was planning on doing that. Thank you. So I I help him up to his feet. I put on my shoes, and like while I'm putting on my shoes, he's already like bolted out. Not running, but like speed walking out for some reason. But he's like drunk speed walking, so it's like waddling like really fast.
Yeah.
So like by the time I put my shoes on, I'm like, where is he? And then like I like open the door and I see him like going towards the stairs, and I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna fall. Especially because he's like running like that or waddling. So I like sprint to him before he gets to the stairs and like hold him and like bring him down the stairs slowly. And we're on the third floor. The bathroom's on the second floor. So we go, and as we're walking towards the bathroom, he's like, and I'm like, what? And he like looks at me, and then he like turns around, like turns his head around, and like puts his hand out to like block me, I guess. And he projectile vomits like everywhere, like in the hallway. He like it goes like yes. He's like, bro, and I'm like, what? And he like. Yeah, it sounded actually somewhat like that. Like actually, like it was bad. And he like it goes into the air like a fountain, and then it like falls back down. It falls back down, and you hear the splash. It's so bad. Like he was like a statue, like spouting out just vomit, and then I literally saw it fly from the air and spray down onto the walls and the ground, and the ground was carpet, so it was terrible. And
Jesus Christ!
And you hear like. He like vomited so high, it was so close to the ceiling, and then like fell back down, and you heard the splash, and it was a loud, girthy splash sound. Like it was bad. It was a lot. And like out of our luck, it was like unluck, I should say, whatever the word is, but like our misfortune. The portion of the carpet ground that he had thrown up on was directly right in front of the room of the RA for the building.
Oh, fuck.
For people that don't know what that is, the RA is like a resident administrator or something like that.
Yeah.
It's basically like the boss of your like dorm building. And this was at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
he screams down the hall. He's like, rawr! And then you hear a loud...
Does he scream through the fucking vomit?
Yes, bro. Yes. Not like that, but he was like, "Grr!" He was like that. It was bad. and it was so loud. It like echoed through the hallway and the loud splash.
Imagine waking up to that shit.
You think La Llorona has come back from the dead or whatever? Yeah, but yeah,
Just
dude.
waking up to a fucking Wilhelm scream coming from the hallway and just a puddle of vomit in front of your door.
It was so bad, bro. It was like dripping down the wall and it was like on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
And so the RA like opens the door and he looks hella like he was like definitely he was 100% sleeping. The lights were off, and he opens the door. He looks at him. He looks at the ground. He looks at me, and he's like, "Just clean it up." He like closes the door.
Just too tired to deal with it.
Yeah, and what's really funny is that the first day I went to like move into my dorm, he like helped me, and so like he definitely recognized my face. Which is really funny. But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, did you have to clean up his vomit because he was drunk and he probably passed out on the stairs, or did he clean it?
Oh, no, I made him do it. No, I made him do it.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah, so we went to the bathroom, and I'm like, it's all right, buddy. Like, it happens, whatever. We just got to go clean it up after. And he, like, vomits again in the sink while he's, like, washing his hands. So, every time before he vomited. What's up?
I can imagine him like singing "Happy Birthday" to himself, trying to like wash his hands because like the 30 seconds thing, and he's like "Happy Birthday."
No, bro. Every time before he vomited, he'd like give this like look at me, like you know when like I don't know how to explain it, but like you know when like someone looks back at the camera before like a bomb blows up in a movie type thing. I don't know how. Like,
yeah.
Like he just like kind of
deep...
turn around, yeah, and then just like kind of stare at me for a little bit. And then just turn back down really fast, and then just vomit everywhere. He did that one in the hallway too.
It's like a cat staring at you while it shits on the floor or something.
That's like the most unrelatable thing, but yeah, I guess. But yeah, he would do like this little.
I feel like a lot of people have cats.
Maybe like at least 2 people.
There are at least 2 cats in the world.
There are at least 2 cat owners in the world, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, so he would always do that look. Like he'd give me like a long, like deep 1,000-yard stare, and then he'd just like immediately like snap back around and just like produce the most disgusting thing known to man.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then he cleaned up. He went and took a piss, whatever, and then we went back up, and he was good. And then everybody kind of sobered up after that, and then I kind of walked everybody back to their rooms or whatever, and I got back to my dorm at 4 a.m. and fell asleep at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
It was a freaking crazy night. But that was pretty much the story of I guess the horny orgy foursome night.
Yeah, that's a fucking... I was not expecting that. Like that took a lot of fucking turns. I don't even really know what to say, to be honest.
The Jack dude was like, the whole night he was like, I'm gonna, like, to that girl that he liked, he was like, I'm gonna be with you forever, like, I'll do it. And on the white, when I was walking him back to his dorm, I was like, do you like her? And he's like, not like that. And I was like, bro, come on, I could tell. And he's like, I mean, yeah, but like we kind of talked it out and we said it's gonna be platonic. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh, I don't know about that. So I'm sorry, bro. And he's like, oh, no, it's fine. And we're like, okay. And, but yeah, I felt bad for that girl.
Yeah, I agree. I did want to talk about, though, because I don't really know what the fuck to add to that story, so I'm just going to change the topic. Because you mentioned being just kind of, like, and this is a way serious turn, so we've prepped you guys with some smiles, and it's only downhill from here. So, wanted to talk about, like, the whole depression thing, because I've kind of been getting a piece of that, too. I don't think nearly as bad as you've been getting it, and you don't have to talk about what you've been going through either, but I figure I'll talk about some shit that I've been going through, because, like, I've been so unmotivated because of, like, circumstances, and I don't want to go into detail about that, but just, like, because of it, like, I haven't been able to do fucking anything, and I've just been, like, eating like shit, and, like, my sleep schedule has been just shit, and, like, just a lot of things have just been, like, shit lately because of it, and, like, you know, easily irritable and shit like that, and I don't really know where I'm going with this, But
It might be a seasonal
you know.
thing because a lot of
Maybe.
people are experiencing that, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be. It could be a seasonal thing, but like at the same time, it's just, like this time last year, I had like a bunch of motivation to like, start doing YouTube and start like taking YouTube seriously and whatnot. Things are going really well. And now like this time, it's just like whenever like the thought of YouTube comes into my head, I just like get really upset because, I was so tired of like going onto surf servers and not being able to make a connection with people because I couldn't even like be comfortable in my own skin,
But you're like experiencing insecurity or like what?
I guess it would be insecurity, but it's more so just like it's more so just like unsatisfaction, I guess, or dissatisfaction is the right term.
With what?
Just with everything, just like with my life in general, like not even necessarily like what I've achieved, but dissatisfaction with the fact that I have as much as I do and I'm not taking advantage of it. Like I've always been like very self-conscious about like being lazy, and I know that's a fucking dumb thing to be like self-conscious about because it's like if you don't want to be lazy, then don't fucking be lazy, and it is that simple. But it's difficult to I don't know. It's just
maybe you're not
it's
lazy.
hard.
You just have like a fear of failure, and that's why you don't want to like take initiative to do things.
I mean, that might be it, but like at the same time, it's like I've been trying to lose weight because I
You don't need to lose weight,
sophomore
bro.
in my sophomore year of high school, I was like fucking ripped as shit, dude. I was buff, and I had like fucking washboard abs and shit. Like I was buff as fuck, and now I'm just like kind of pudgy. Like I'm not fat, but like I'm definitely out of shape, I think, more than anything. And it's just like it's disappointing to look at because I managed to maintain like such a good physique before, and now I just can't. And maybe it's like issues with my body that fucking teenagers have, but like just things like that, just like the idea that I've tried to do things so many times, like I've tried to do all this stuff and it ends up failing, and it's more so just like a commitment thing. Maybe I'm scared of commitment, but it's just I don't know, it's just difficult to like continue on with I don't know what I've been doing. And I've had more motivation recently within these past few days, but like that was after I literally did nothing but play Breath of the Wild for like a week straight and barely ate any of that time. And I was just kind of like making myself feel like shit so that I could actually finally get the motivation to go out and do shit. And like today was the first time that I ever like went out and like hung out with friends in a long ass time. Like I went bowling. I went bowling with a couple friends, and we went swimming afterwards, and it was raining too, so it was like the really fun rain swim, which is like extremely dangerous because like lightning is definitely a thing, and it's very dangerous to go swimming while there's lightning and whatnot. But it was still a lot of fun, and I enjoyed a lot of it. And it kind of made me reconnect with myself in a way, and I just felt a lot better about it. And like these past few days, I've been feeling better about it, but there's still that feeling there of just like I'm worried that I'm gonna get this again and I won't be able to bounce back,
Mm-hmm. No, you'll always bounce back. Like, I don't know. I feel like you always got it, and there's always a little spark in you that just needs to be like rekindled. But like I don't know. I'd go through similar things like that, and I knew that I'd always come out like
mm-hmm.
at the end being okay. But yeah, with my sort of thing, it was just like now, like I don't have like that hope anymore. Like I'm like, oh, I don't really know if I'm actually gonna get out of this. Like, but I feel like I don't know. I think I'll pull through. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to get super depressive on this. People are supposed to listen to this and like laugh, not get depressed.
Well, people are supposed to listen to this and relate. People are. I think.
I guess.
I'm gonna get serious about what I wanted to do this podcast for, and that's just because like the same reason that I started doing my channel, and that's that I want to connect with people. I want to make something that I can be proud of because other people can look at it and apply themselves to it. Because like a part of like the reason why I do surf is because, and I think I've told you this like a million times before, but like when I was growing up, like I never really had a whole lot of friends at school, and a lot of those people would just end up like they had online friends that they would play with. But I didn't even really have that because I never really played games that encouraged that. And so 90% of my childhood was spent just in random online lobbies with people who were just willing to talk, who
Your
I
school
could
was
just talk
full
to.
of losers. Like they had after school, they'd play online with like random people. That was like the
Okay.
most beta school
No.
I've ever seen.
Motherfucker, I mean like when I go home and like turn on my PlayStation or some shit.
Ah, okay. You know, console gaming is like still alpha male enough, but yeah.
Yeah, I think anybody who games
I'm kidding,
is
but
a
I don't
pussy,
actually.
and
I sounded a little too serious.
yeah, I thought you were being serious there for a second, and then it kicked in, and I was like, "Fuck!" I just ruined a good joke there. My bad. But back to the point. You know, I never like my connection with people was online in random lobbies, and so reconnecting with that today and being able to talk with people that I'll never be able to talk with again is something inspiring to me, and it's something that I feel like more of an everyman can experience, and I want people to feel that when they listen to this podcast, which is why I'm kind of like, you know, getting a bit more serious about this shit, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's way. I don't know if that's bad to say, but I don't know. I feel like it's a lot easier for like girls to like not be lonely, but like for guys to be lonely. You know what I mean? Because like a girl's always gonna have like a simp at the end of the day or whatever. You know what I mean? That they're gonna like settle for or whatever. But like, thing is with like guys, it's just like the only like real like connection you're gonna have is like either with a significant other or like a really close homie, and then everything else is just gonna be like, because guys don't really like talk about like they don't actually really deep down like care about each other. I don't know, maybe I just have bad friendships, but it's just like they just kind of want to hang out and do whatever and like avoid like reality and just kind of joke around, which like hell yeah, like I'm an advocate for that, but it's also like I don't know, I feel like girls usually have like a easier outlet for that kind of thing, and there's just like recently it's just like I haven't had an outlet at all and I can't talk to anybody.
And they do, and part of the reason is that like guys can't just talk their feelings out because we don't experience as much emotions, but we experience them so much more intensely. And because of that, we need more.
Agree with that.
Yeah, we need more than just talking to, you know, kind of talk about, or we need more than just talking to let those emotions out. And you know,
I need my homie to blow me, bro. Nah, it's just nah. I need like, I don't know. As long as like someone like shows like genuine interest and like care, like that's all I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, most people don't have like, that.
I have a lot of friends that do like show genuine care to me. Like I think you're a real close homie who like I can talk with about this shit.
Of course, bro.
Like.
I'll be what I want.
Part of the thing is that like I can't like talking to somebody helps, and it gives me the encouragement to like go out and do the shit that will finish my like I hate calling it this because it makes me feel like a fucking like tarot card reading like fucking astrology bitch, but to start the healing process, I guess.
You know, that's a like normal term. It's not very. I think it's alright.
I know, but I hate using it because fucking the astrology bitches overuse the shit out of it, and I hate it.
True. You know, I definitely need a lot of healing. I've been very broken.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know like how much of it you're willing to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But
I might talk about it later. Like, and the.
You will. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. So. Yeah, I just.
You were talking about the healing process.
Depression has just been kind of one of those things that I've just been dealing with lately, and I think a lot of people have been dealing with lately. But like, I'm very like unsatisfied with how much I've been given and how little I'm doing with it, or what little I'm doing with it, I guess. Cause like,
and you know the solution, right?
Yeah, I know the solution, but I just don't do it a lot of the time. Like I know that I'll feel better about my body if I start working out and if I start eating better, but I just don't do it.
I have a very similar thing. I think what you need to do is like what I feel like what you do is like you like think about it a lot and you're like overthinking. It's like, oh, I really need to do this. I really need to do this, and you just think about it without doing anything. And it's like the best way to get over that, straight up, like don't just do it. Like just start doing it without like an impulse in your brain. Like just go auto, like auto mode, and once you start getting into it, they'll just be motivate or like momentum.
And you are right about that, I think, because like I do think about a lot of things, like they're like it's a big thing, especially if it's not something that I usually do, like working out. You know, I think of it as something that's like a big task that I have to overcome. But if I think about it like it's just some like very regular thing that I do, just like a normal thing, and then it makes it easier to do. You know, if I just downplay the shit out of it and make it just a simple task.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working out for like half a year now, and
you're fucking ripped. Your muscles are like tearing apart your skin, dude. It's you are bleeding from head to toe because of how much muscle's coming from your body.
You haven't seen? I'll send you. I actually recently.
Dude, your fucking ass cheeks have biceps. It's ridiculous, dog.
They actually do, but they did beforehand. Before I started working. Well, it's not like muscles, but they're pretty cheeked up.
Dude, your ass cheeks grew arms and got biceps, though.
I can now walk as I lay down.
Dude, I'm not shitting you guys. He literally sent me a video of him clenching his ass cheeks on a 200-pound dumbbell and just lifting it like it was fucking nothing.
It was the arms that grew out of my ass cheeks, and now I can sleep in bed, and the muscle memory of those arms that grew out of me can just like run to class, and I'll still be asleep. Just like imagine just me like asleep, and there's just little two arms coming out of my ass, just like running on the ground.
It makes the fucking like cartoon like sounds.
Yeah, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot. Whatever. I can go to my topic about balls. Oh, go ahead. No, what were you
what's the topic about balls? Let's lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay, so have you ever I recently noticed this while I was shaving downstairs. Have you ever noticed that like your balls are like fused together? There's like two parts, and they're fused. There's like a little there's a straight up like a glue line kind of. No, not glue, but it's like skin. But like, you know what I mean? They're fused together. It sounds like you're checking right now.
What? What?
Did you check?
Okay. Check.
Let's check together right now.
Okay, yeah. Let's.
No, what? No.
Yeah. So.
You sound like you're checking, bro. You sound very like preoccupied.
I was checking my phone.
You're just like staring at it like in awe.
No, so there is actually a thing about that. So you know the line. So only guys are really gonna understand this, but there's like a line that kind of runs from like the tip of your dick like all the way down to your scrotum.
Yeah,
so that's actually that's a scar from when you were born.
Yeah,
and it's from your vagina closing and turning into a penis.
No way.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. And if you like look at pictures of like really big fucking clits, like they just look like dicks that have just been like cut open from the bottom, and it's kind of gruesome to look at for guys because it looks like just a cut open penis.
Whoa, dude, are you like where did you get that?
It's real. Like that's anatomy. Like I'm not kidding.
Damn, I'm gonna look at that later. Again.
Like, are you gonna cut your fucking scrotum open?
No. I'm just gonna look at the line.
Okay.
Look at the line that God drew.
Yeah. Look at God's Etch a Sketch.
Dude, technically, if you think about it, everybody's not a virgin because they've come out of their mom, so they've been inside. Therefore,
yeah, they've been inside their mother's vagina.
Yeah.
They have fucked their mother's
2004
as it. With their whole body. Could you imagine doing that shit with like your girl just like diving into her pussy and just like swimming around in there for a little bit?
I've actually thought about that before, like unironically.
Well, let's stop thinking about it because we're about an hour. Well, actually, how long have you been recording? Because I think never mind.
At least a minute.
I've been we started recording.
That reminds me of a joke. I have a friend, and like I made a friend at college because I made a friend. No, but anyways, we have a very similar humor, and he was like, oh, I was about to say, I almost said my real name, but he was like, Mumpy, like, be honest, like, how many people have you killed? And I was like, bro, it's less than 4. And that ever since then, like, I've been making jokes like that. Like, how long you been recording? At least a minute. Like, it's
Dude,
still
I've been
true, but
recording
it's like, what?
I've been recording for a couple seconds.
At least. It's like,
No,
how many?
just a couple seconds. I mean, it depends on what your definition of a couple is, you know?
I think a couple, like, quite literally means 2.
I think you should get 2 bitches on each of your balls.
At least 2. No, that doesn't really work.
Yeah. You know, I feel like I feel like this is the bumpy episode because I literally have nothing to bring to this. Like, fucking,
Maybe you should
I
title
wrote
it the
some
bumpy
shit.
episode.
That's probably what I'm going to title it. Like, I have some shit written down here, and the only thing that I can make any fucking sense out of is the Twitch 3/5 compromise.
What?
So you know how like Twitch was like doing some shit with like the 70/80 50/50
Yeah.
thing or whatever the fuck, and I just refer to it as the Twitch 3/5 compromise because I think
Wasn't
it's really
that
funny.
like? Wait, so they can now consider black people as 3/5 again? Wasn't that outlawed?
No, so the
That's pretty racist of Twitch, bro. I think we
Yeah,
have to. We can't stream on. We can't do the live podcast on Twitch. I don't think.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to switch to doing it on Pornhub or something. Can you live
Yeah.
stream on Pornhub? That'd be kind of dope. We should put the podcast on Pornhub.
I'm pretty sure I watched Dunkirk on Pornhub. Like, actually.
Yeah, you can do that.
I remember the last thing on my list of topics isn't even like a topic. I just typed, I don't remember the last time I trimmed my toenails.
Yeah, hold on.
Huh?
Just fuck! I was trying to sneeze. It wasn't coming out.
Kind of like me. Until now. Guys, I'm gay.
Yeah. So toenails are pretty gross. Did you know? Okay. So when Belle Delphine was like selling her bathwater, Pornhub literally replied to her on Instagram and was like, "You should sell your toenails next." Just out of fucking nowhere. Not even asked. They just straight up commented that.
I like how you say, like, they commented as if it's, like, the whole entity, but it's just, like, one weirdo that's just running the account.
Yeah. No. They were all typing like one letter at a time, taking turns typing the letter so that they could all take responsibility for the message.
They all contributed to each pixel of each letter.
Yeah. Just to ask Belle Delphine for her fucking toenails.
Dude, yeah. This was a very old news, but did you hear that they removed, like, I want to say, like, 80% of their content? Pornhub did? It was a while ago. Do you remember that?
I did not hear that. No.
Oh, so they removed, like, I'm pretty sure you did, but you heard it in a different way. Like, what they said was, oh, we're removing all content that's not from verified creators or verified accounts. Does that ring a bell?
Sure.
Oh, well, basically because there was a lot of CP on their site.
Okay.
And a lot of SA videos and a lot of revenge porn, and they were, like, not getting taken down. And the victims would, like, email Pornhub and be like, hey, like, that's there. And I'm the person, here's the evidence. And they just, like, wouldn't reply. They'd, like, do everything in their power to keep it there, which is very shady of them. And the only reason they took action and decided to take, they didn't even, like, try to, like, make an AI or just respond to the emails that they got to remove those kinds of videos. They just straight up got rid of every video that was
I mean,
not from verified. And the only reason they took it off was because, like, the Visa, like, you know how you have to, like, you don't have to, but, like, if you want to, you can sign up with a credit card and, you know, buy stuff there, the premium and stuff.
How do you know this?
Dude, you don't know that you can get premium, like, you can pay for premium, like, that's a thing.
You don't know that you can get Pornhub Premium for 15% off if you use the code something to do linked in the description.
Imagine. Dude, if we had a sponsorship from Pornhub,
Dude, if we had a Pornhub sponsorship, that'd be fucking dope.
No, it would not. I would not accept that. They're a very shady company.
Yeah, but I mean, it's money. It's money, but it's money.
Well, the only reason they actually, like, took down those videos is because Visa, like, threatened them and said, like, we're gonna, like, stop letting you, like, use our system for like customers to pay or whatever if you don't like take these down. And that's the only thing that like convinced them to like take it down, which is very shady.
Yeah, that's real shady. Yeah.
And it's like a conglomerate. Like I don't know what what it is, but like there's one big like company that owns all these websites. And sure, they only took it down on Pornhub, but dude, those videos are still going up on other sites. There are other sites that are owned by the same conglomerate that have videos from unverified creators. So they only did it for Pornhub just because Visa only threatened that website and not the other ones. Like there's other
I guess that explains why my favorite video was removed a couple months ago.
Dog. Well, to be fair, there were like normal videos as well that were just like not from verified accounts.
Yeah. It was a dude, he just ordered like a box of Krispy Kreme and just started fucking each donut. Just like all of them, just going through a line.
Oh, my favorite channel was this guy that would just like clean the sets after they were done. And he'd like film it.
Just behind the scenes.
No, I do actually know about this. It's real. Like the guy, he just like, he'd have like the aftermath of the scene. And like,
hold on, wait, okay. I know. Okay, so there's this fucking video where this, it's not even like on Pornhub, it's like around on Reddit or some shit like that. And it's like this dude, it's like these three people on stage. This dude is like fucking this one chick, and she's like sucking another dude's dick, and he's like I don't know why I fucking slurred that so bad. He's jerking off onto her face, and he like comes, and it like hits the dude who's fucking her from behind. Like,
I've seen this.
Like, it just,
the cameraman
right in the fucking forehead. Yeah,
the cameraman. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the cameraman. It was they were just filming it like it was on a stage, like it was on like a stage like in front of a live audience, and some dude was just recording it, and the dude just gets fucking blasted in the face, and he has to like stop and wipe his face, and it's like I felt so bad for him, dude. There's
another video like that where the cameraman's like up close to the scene, and the dude just like gets some of it on the cameraman, and he's just kind of like. Yeah. My thing is, who's filming the cameraman? Like, why would they film the cameraman?
Yeah, right? Like, okay, here, I love the fucking ones that's like, the cameraman have to hold the cameras at like such weird angles that they're probably not even like they probably not even getting off from it. They're probably just like hyper focused on like getting the angle straight. And it's like, I can't imagine that being like any kind of enjoyable. Like, dude, they're like laying down and trying to make it look like.
Those cameramen are like, they're not even getting off to it like at this point. Like, they've grown like what's the word? Like when you see so much of one thing, desensitized. They've been desensitized to that. Like I'm sure, which sucks because it really affects your life too. It's like they can't really have anything like intimate with their partner anymore. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah, which is why I don't understand porn. But although at the same time, why I respect it because it's like they're making that sacrifice for our enjoyment. You know.
I despise TikTok though. It's really ruined like. This has been said so many times, and it's such an overused like phrase.
Because you can do porn so easily on TikTok.
No, not just that, but like in general, dude. TikTok is like ruining our generation. I know that's been said so many times.
Yeah,
like, ruining our generation.
Yeah, dude. Oh my fucking god!
But it really is, dude. Like everyone is being affected. Like everybody has different like standards now. Everybody's like, and everybody's comparing themselves to other people, and it's like, oh wow, like this person has a boyfriend that looks like this. I don't look that good, or like, oh, this person's doing this. You know what I mean?
Like, and like TikTok, everybody's like, so everybody has this preconceived notion that everybody on the internet sees the same thing at the same time, which just isn't how it works. The internet very much caters to you and what you want to see, and TikTok does that times 10. It will not show you the shit that you don't agree with, and will show you 100% the shit that you
and if you're insecure, and they will make you more insecure because that's what you are. It'll show more of what it just reflects like what you are. And it just makes it times 10.
And it like if you're worried that you're fat, it won't like it'll show you ads for like weight loss pills. Like it won't be like ads for therapy. It'll be like, did you know this weight loss pill can make you shit your fucking guts out in 4 days flat and make you lose 50 pounds? It's like it just shows you the shit that you want to see, and it upsets me because it's dividing people up so much, and it's encouraging people to ruin their lives, is what I've seen. Because like it kind of goes, and I'm gonna try and veer away from this as much as I can because it's a very sensitive topic. But I am gonna talk about trans stuff really quickly, and that's that like I'll see a lot of like trans people who are more so just like questioning themselves than anything else, who talk to other people about questioning themselves, and rather than the other person that they've confided in questioning them back, they almost encourage them, and they're like, yeah, just change your gender, you can totally do that nowadays. And so they go through like it's people who won't stop at just like wearing different clothes and like going by a different identity. It's people who go all the way and like get hormonal therapy and then regret it and want to come back. And like just encouraging all that so much. Like I think something that a lot of people need to hear is that you can just be a feminine dude and a masculine chick. Like you don't, like you can be a dude and wear a girl's clothes. That doesn't make you a woman. And I feel like making that a stereotype kind of goes against what we were fighting for in the first place, which is that
Facts.
wearing girls' clothes doesn't make you a girl. It's just something that guys should be allowed to do. Same thing with women. Women should be allowed to wear guys' clothes and not be judged and not be called a lesbian or a tranny because of it. And I like it. I feel like people just need to hear right now. Just if you're feeling self-conscious about your gender identity, just put on some of the other gender's clothes. You don't have to, like, especially the people who like. Because, okay, hot take, this is going to offend a lot of people. Hot take, if you identify as trans, but you don't actually want to be the other gender that you're identifying as, you just want, like, you don't want to transition into that gender, you just want to identify as it, that's not trans, you just, like, that's not being trans. That's just wanting to be kind of like the other gender. Because transgender being trans has a lot to do with body dysphoria and whatnot. And if you don't have the body dysphoria, then you're not really, that's not transgender. That's just, I don't get it. And
I don't know, bro. I think that's kind of like, that's not a hot take. That's more of like a scorching take.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave this in the episode because I think people should know this. Because it's totally, and I might be wrong. I'm fully willing to admit that I could be wrong. And you know what? Like, I don't
think there is a right or a wrong in this. It's all very subjective.
And I suppose, but I think the message of just being a masculine man or woman should be supported. And fuck it, if you like, I should make this clear. If you want to identify as something, fucking identify as it. I don't give a fuck. Do what makes you happy. Like, I don't care. But just think about shit a bit more thoroughly, I guess. And I'll there's a difference between thinking something and respecting somebody's identity. And I'm always gonna respect somebody's identity first. Like, if you identify as a male but you don't want to transition, I'm going to refer to you as a male because that's just basic human respect. I'll just big disclaimer right there. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah, and I think that's a good spot to stop here because we are about an hour and 20 minutes in. So I'll lead us out this time since you let us out last time. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Something to Do podcast. So yeah, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, bye.
Bye.